I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Christmas is coming. Let's talk about how you can get prepared. Welcome back. My name is Kristen, and I am so happy that you clicked on this video today. And as much as I hate to be the one to tell you, Christmas is only 108 days away. Wait a minute. Actually, 106 days as of the day I post this video, and depending on when you are actually watching it, we're probably even closer. Now that breaks down to just over 15 weeks that you have to start preparing and planning for Christmas and the holidays in general. Why am I talking about it today? Let me tell you, friend. I'm talking about it today because as much as I am still in summer mode and I hate winter, I hate the cold weather, and I am sick of already seeing Christmas decorations out in stores. I'm looking at you, Sam's Club. I have spent too many years paying for Christmas on a credit card and spending all of January and February regretting it, kicking myself and promising myself that I would do better next year. If your Christmas experience sounds similar to mine, I have good news for you. It does not have to be that way. So I thought it would be a great idea to get out ahead of this Christmas avalanche that will be headed our way in a couple short weeks to make sure that you are preparing and you're ready financially for the Christmas season and you don't have to put all of your shopping on a credit card this year. If you've been around here before, then you know I believe in trying to keep things simple. So today we're only going to discuss 3 tips that will help you get prepared and planning and ready for the holidays. The tips I'm going to share with you today are super simple but extremely impactful, and I promise you, if you follow these tips and you get started ASAP, you are going to have a very different holiday experience this year. I want you to experience a joyful holiday with your family and your friends, and not a holiday where you are sitting there stressed and worried about money the entire time. The very first tip is that I want you to sit down and create a holiday budget. Yep, surprise, you know I love budgeting. And when I'm talking about creating a budget for the holidays, of course it means mostly Christmas, but I like to include all of the surrounding holidays as well because they really do add up. You're just taking a meal here, a meal there, a hostess gift here, a hostess gift there, a new outfit here, and a new outfit there. And before you know it, you've spent $500 extra with all of the other holidays lumped together. And that can really throw you off budget. I like to include Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. Now, of course, if you don't participate in some or any of these, you would just omit those, obviously. And of course, like with every video I do, just take the information that works for you and applies to you and leave the rest, okay? The first step to sitting down and creating your holiday budget is going to be heading to the description box where I have a link where you can download my holiday budget planner, okay? This is completely free. And obviously it's something that you print out. The budget planner includes a couple of different helpful worksheets and trackers that will assist you in making sure that you are thinking of everything and covering all of your bases when it comes to planning a budget for the holidays. So the first part is actually creating your holiday spending plan. And if you're not familiar with that term, a spending plan is simply another way to say a budget. So you are just creating a plan for how you will spend your money for all of the things that you will need to spend money on for the holidays, okay? The spending plan will cover different things like gifts, decor, travel, food, and a whole bunch of other items to help jog your memory as you're going through and creating your spending plan. Once it is done, then you can use that spending plan for the next tip, which is to create some goals. When I am creating a spending plan, then I like to look at the total and I like to set a goal to save above and beyond that total, okay? It's pretty much the same thing as if you're going through and you're just estimating everything on the really high side. That way, if other things come up, I have extra money, I'm not worried about it, and I'm not scrambling at the last minute. Just really think this through. Think of past holidays, and if unexpected events came up, if you ended up making a lot of plans kind of last minute that you weren't initially expecting to come up. So when you're setting a goal for how much money you really want to have for the holidays, just try to make sure that it is realistic, right? If it's not, you don't want to have a goal of saving $1 million for the holidays in 15 weeks. For most of us, that's not going to be realistic. Make sure it's something that's realistic, okay? So you're going to want to set a goal that's realistic. You're going to want to set a time when you want to achieve that goal by. I always just set it to actual Christmas because I always find myself shopping up right until the very end. Maybe you are a higher income earner and you want to set a goal and have all your money set aside in just a couple of weeks. Maybe you want to just take it all out of your next paycheck. Maybe you want to set the goal to revise your budget for the next couple of weeks and adjust things so that you can reach your goal within the next couple of weeks. Make sure you're thinking through your goal. And the last thing when you set a goal is you want to make it measurable. And since we are focusing on a specific time period and we are having a specific number in mind, that is going to make sure that your goal is in fact measurable. And when you download the Holiday Budget Planner, it also comes with a savings tracker, so you will be able to track your progress along the way of working towards your holiday goal. And the last tip is to make and execute a plan. So I'm always telling you, you have to take action, right? If you sit there and you create this budget and you work on this goal, but you don't actually put into motion all of the things that you've set up and you've planned out, obviously it's not going to help you. Before you know it, 15 weeks are gonna fly by, Christmas will be here, and you will possibly have ended up putting all of your presents and other spending on a credit card. And I'm telling you, I've done that for so many years. It feels crappy. I don't know how else to explain it. It just feels crappy. And I just don't want that for you. I've finally come out the other end and see how it feels now to be able to save or cash flow Christmas, and it feels great. It just hits differently when you're not having to use debt to celebrate this wonderful, joyous, loving occasion, okay? So you're gonna wanna make sure you are executing your plan. So maybe you're thinking, well, what kind of plan should I make? Well, I can't really tell you that. That part is up to you, right? That depends on your specific circumstances, your specific preferences. Maybe when you were setting your goal, you decided that you wanted to cash flow Christmas. If that is your goal, then you just need a plan that's going to support that. And for you, that may look like deciding how much money you're able to set aside each paycheck from now until Christmas. Maybe having a plan of how you are only going to shop one time a week or once every other week. That way you are certain you're staying within the parameters of the money you set aside for that specific time period. Maybe you are going to plan out the purchases you're going to make based on different sales, or maybe you're someone who's going to plan to save all your money by Thanksgiving and then go out and do all of your shopping in one fell swoop on Black Friday. If that's you, God love you. I don't leave the house on Black Friday. Maybe your plan is that you want to save up $1,500 between now and Christmas. That would essentially break down to be a savings plan of $100 per week for the next 15 weeks, right? So you would need to make sure you are planning in your budget, every single budget, to save $100 each week from now until Christmas so that you are reaching your goal and you have all of the money you need to execute the spending plan that you've created. Maybe your plan is to withdraw that money each week in cash and have a Christmas cash envelope. Maybe your plan is to transfer it to a separate checking account and use only that debit card when shopping for Christmas. I can't tell you your plan, But what I can tell you is that having a plan and thinking about this stuff now ahead of time will really help you be clear, stick to the plan, be intentional with how you want to do your Christmas shopping. All of those things will go a long way to making sure you're sticking to the budget, the spending plan that you've set up, to making sure that you don't go wild on Christmas Eve because you didn't save any money, you didn't have any type of a plan, and before you know it, Christmas was here and you didn't have anything accomplished. I promised you it would be short and sweet, and that is my simple plan to preparing for the holidays starting now. I would love to hear what you think about this. Is this something that you already do? Do you struggle with putting Christmas on a credit card? Are you ready to break free from that pattern and create some new habits when it comes to the holidays? Maybe this all sounds a bit dramatic to be doing so much work and so much preparation for Christmas shopping, but I promise you, being able to start a new year fresh without any debt or any residual negativity following you into that year, it's such a completely different experience. And now that I've experienced the holidays and the new year in that way, I don't ever want to go back. And I really want that for you too. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. If you found any value in this video, I hope you'll take a second, give it a thumbs up, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And of course, don't forget to head down below to the description box so you can download your free holiday budget planner and get started today. Thanks so much for watching today. I really appreciate you, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on.